Hey, how you guys doing? Now, I really don't like making these type of videos because I feel they don't reach the people who need to see them. Listen, I'm gonna need you guys to share these videos with people who you think they might benefit from this type of information. Because I'm not making these videos because I like to hear myself speak, or because I feel I want to show you how much I know. I mean, I can keep the information to myself and share it with my family and keep it rolling. I don't have to do this. I'm doing this because I'm trying to show you something. Be mindful of the traps. Now, what I'm referring to is this case right here with this young guy right here. I think his last name is Johnson. Now, they saying the one lady on the left, no, right, sorry, the right hand side, she's 19. The young fellow on the left hand side, he's 17. But the guy who's giving the press conference said he will be charged as an adult. And he's being charged with kidnapping. And he also stated that it was Johnson who came up with the idea because he recorded the whole thing and put it on Facebook. That's what he said. That's what the guy who's giving the press conference said. Now you can see by the expression on Johnson's face, he already looks like he wants to cry. Because he knows his life is going to be, well, his life as he knows it is going to change dramatically. Now, I am not certain if this young man had any type of guidance in his life, but I could tell you that his parents did not correctly inform him to the realities of the world we live in, especially here in America. Now, I can guarantee you unequivocally he's going to be facing some serious time because that's the mere fact they said they're going to trial him as an adult lets me know he's going to be facing some serious time. Now, you can cry all the tears you want once you get in front of the judge. It will make no difference. You see, it's going to be like what happened to the young lady, Keandre, I think the sister name was, Keandre. When she got 20 years and her mother, all her mother could do was drop down in the back and cry. You see, at that point, it's too late. You see, I'm not making these videos again for my health. It's like Neo in the Matrix. All of us watching the screen, all we saw was zeros and ones. But those whose minds were awakened, they saw pictures and everything. But the rest of us just saw zeros and ones. Well, myself along with many, many others can see the traps. They're right there. But for some strange reason, these type of videos would barely get any views because we don't really want to hear this type of information. We want to see the fights, we want to hear the drama, we want to see the going back and forth and who is this and who ain't that, and for the life of me, man, y'all need to leave this Facebook thing alone. You really do. And why would you commit a crime and put it on Facebook? That's, for some reason, that's beyond my level of comprehension. I know I might seem like I'm an intelligent fellow, but when it comes to stuff like that, man, that's beyond my level of comprehension. I don't know what to say. I don't know why would I commit a crime and then, according to this here, put it on Facebook Live. Why? Are you seeking attention? Well, you can get a whole lot of it now. A whole lot of unwanted attention at that also. Your life as you know it, young man and the lady, is changed forever. But it's going to affect the young man even more because of his beautiful mahogany color. That's right. You can say, well, even if they was to give him 10 years, which I doubt that, I'm pretty sure they're going to try to throw the book at this guy because they're charging him with kidnapping. Let me interject, in case some of you guys believe this is a game. Now, kidnapping conviction can result in lengthy prison sentences, including life sentences in some states, in some situations and states. Sentences of 20 years or more are common for first degree or aggravated kidnapping, while minimum sentences of 5 years or more are common for second degree kidnapping. You're hearing the time, right? So it depends on what they want to charge him with. Then they have the different fines in here. It can be aggravated kidnapping, $50,000, or $10,000. I mean, but let's take it a step farther. Now, let's say he gets 10 years. Now he's still a young man. You know, he gets out of 27. Still have his whole life ahead of him, right? But guess what? Now, even if he gets his degree in prison, it still be worthless. Let me explain why. Because now when he gets out, you have this one little thing called a job application. And there's always a question on there, or two, because I've seen it in some application when they ask you the same question twice, but a different way they try to word it. Have you ever been to prison? If so, when and what was the crime? So let me ask you a question. How many employers, given that we are currently in the employer's market, are going to actually hire somebody with a kidnapping conviction on their record? Yeah, I went to for prison for kidnapping, but you know, that's all behind me. That's in the past now. You think they're going to take him? But I know what some of you guys may say. Well, he could become an entrepreneur, start his own business. That is true. He could do that. But there's also a little problem with that. Not saying it can't happen. But this thing called a background check, you know, where a lot of people actually do a lot of checking on the different people they might want to hire, whether it be a carpenter or a plumber or electrician or mechanic, whatever. They just want to do a background check to know who they're going to hire. And they put your name in there and go, kidnapping. Uh-oh. You just might have lost a potential job, a potential client. I'm not saying they will just completely disregard you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're making life harder than it really has to be because you didn't see the traps, because someone didn't teach you. You know what you should and shouldn't do. I'm not going to try to pretend like I know what it's like growing up in this day and age with this kind of technology, because I don't. However, this Facebook thing, man, you guys are going to have to stay away from it, because too many of you guys are getting caught up with this Facebook Live stuff. You are incriminating your own self. No one is ratting you out. You are doing it to yourself, and you have the video evidence. My gosh, I don't know. I really don't know. It seemed to me that the intelligent level have actually taken a sharp decline. Because what passes for intelligence or what passes for fun these days is beyond me. I know I seem to be a quite intelligent fellow. See me here tooting my own horn. However, when it comes to things in this modern society, I see people doing it just beyond my level of comprehension. I don't understand. Why would you incriminate yourself like that? And then when you get caught, you get tears in your eye. Like, I mean, is attention is the real reason why a lot of us are doing these stupid things? Is you're looking for attention? You don't get it at home? I'm trying to figure it out. I really am. Is this thing all about attention? Look at me. This is what I'm doing. Look at me. Look at me. I'm cool. But then everybody who looked at it, whatever you posted, is only you going to prison by yourself. So while your life is on standstill because you're in prison, they out here doing their own thing. If you get 20 years, a lot can happen in 20 years. They go on to college, get married, get divorced, and get married again. You know, this is America. Have a lot of divorces. You never know. Have children. You know what I'm telling you? Get out. Everybody don't have children. Oh, here's my son. Oh, here's my daughter. You don't have anybody because you've been in prison for the past 20 years. So your life is on standstill. Their life is on continuously going. Oh yeah, I've been to this place. I was doing this and I was doing that. All you can talk about was being in prison for the last 20 years. You're trying to fit into the life, but you really can't fit in because you really can't relate, because you have a big void. You've been gone for the past 20 years or the past 10 years or even 5 years. Why do you want to gamble with your life? But I know my words are going to fall on deaf ears. Why? Because we don't like to hear this kind of stuff. You see, if I have some women in here on your bodies undulating and stuff, then you might be more attentive. Have them scantily dressed, you know, with the boobs maybe hanging out and butt cheeks hanging out. Oh yeah, you'll be attentive to what I want. You'll be fully attuned to what I'm saying. Or maybe if I have a fight video, maybe it might be, oh yeah, because we want to see that type of stuff. We are addicted to the dysfunction. But yet, You say you're looking for real truth, real guidance. You see, I understand why a lot of people in the so-called, what you guys call the conscious community or ex-cons, because a lot of times you couldn't reach the people before they go into prison. So when they go into prison now they become intelligent, because now they have no choice but to change. Now they have no choice but to cast away all the myths they had about this world and face reality. So now they become, well, I'm intelligent. Now they're ready to listen to what somebody else has to say. But at that point, it's too late, because you already have that monkey on your back. And it's not going to go away. So if you don't find some type of way to hustle to survive, you turn into a repeat offender, continuously feeding the system. The trap is there. They're always going to have multiple occupancies in the prisons. You can best believe that. There's never going to be a time when when they're going to sentence you and say, no, the prison is full, we're going to turn you back. Oh, no. They have plenty room for you in prison. So if you keep thinking it's a joke, keep thinking everything is cute, keep doing everything for attention, like I said before in the video, you can get the kind of attention you don't want. And you will have no one to blame but yourself and your family members who have failed you. Now, if you had family members who tried to steer you the right direction and you didn't listen, that's your fault. But if you had family members and they could see the direction you was going and they said nothing, that's their fault. They have failed you. And the outcome, well, it'll be on their hands, on your hands. So now you affected so many people's lives. What's the benefit? What's the cause? I can go into cause and effect, but I really don't want to spend no more time on this video, because I already know it's going to have very low views, because people don't want to hear this type of information. So those that can heed my warnings, good for you. Those that will refuse, hey, you'll have to learn the hard way.